Hey, it says, welcome back to another video. It's Monday, June the 30th, which means today is the final day of June and the final chance for Battlefield 6 reveal trailer to drop later today. Is this gonna happen today? Most likely not, guys. But it's not the end of the world. On July the 29th, we're getting an EA earnings conference call for the investors. And if you guys have been paying attention to what has been happening over at EA over the last couple of weeks, they just fired a bunch of people and cancelled the Black Panther game. So they have to show something big to the investors, in my humble opinion. In the last EA conference call, which happened I believe in May, they basically all but confirmed that they want to launch Battlefield 6 before March the 2026. On top of that, the EA boss, the big boss, said that he doesn't want to compete with Grand Theft Auto 6, possibly signaling a release happening this year, November or October, and the usual windows where Battlefield titles usually release. This time, however, since it's gonna be July and it's much closer to both March and October/November, he's gonna have to show something more detailed to the investors. So possibly he's gonna show them the reveal trailer we are gonna see maybe a week or two after the July 29th EA earnings conference call. Now I know what your concerns might be. Isn't, a July 29th or August reveal a little bit late if the game is gonna come out in October or November? Honestly, yes, it is a little bit late. However, they're moving very fast in BFLabs. If we are to believe this leak from one BF Telegram group, and so far they have been quite accurate with their leaks because they apparently have a guy who is sitting in the BFLabs Discord leaking everything to them. There is a playtest happening on Moscow time on Thursday this week, and I'm guessing this is translating to Friday for Europe and North America if those tests are gonna be happening on the European and North American continent as well. Or it could just be the Asian test. But it is interesting that they're doing a test. It hasn't been the usual 2 weeks window that we have with BFLabs. Now it's been only 1 week. So just to be on the safe side, if you already aren't in the BFLabs playtest community and you're waiting for the invitation, make sure you check your promotions tab on your email, your spam folder. This invitation, I have heard horror stories can come anywhere. So be ready for that. On top of that, you will need to have a Discord account. I'm not going to go into detail here why. You can check my other videos where I have discussed why you need a Discord account, but have those things ready in case you get an invitation. And with that being said, guys, let's move to another interesting topic. But before we do that, if you guys have been enjoying the content so far, I would really appreciate if you would leave a like and a comment. And if you're new here and you're enjoying the content as well, and you like me as a creator, then consider subscribing as well for future content. I play a lot of Battlefield and also a little bit of Star Wars Battlefront 2. So if you want to enjoy those games and be in touch with Battlefield 6 news, leaks, and everything related to the upcoming release of that game, please consider subscribing. So we basically know that Battlefield 6 is gonna be a live service game, which means there is not gonna be confirmed content coming a la premium in Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4, BF1, and all these other great games of the past. Instead, they're gonna release the game, see how it's doing, and if it's not performing well, they're probably not gonna do a lot of content on it. Basically same as Battlefield 5 and Battlefield 2042. Well, now on Battlefield 2042, they just recently released new skins, which was a crossover between Mass Effect and Battlefield 2042, basically introducing some type of Mass Effect skins to Battlefield 2042. Now, for transparency's sake, I have never played Mass Effect. I don't know what that game is about. I know it's a sci-fi game. Perhaps I should play it. Let me know down in the comment section if you want me to play Mass Effect. Maybe I'll do a video on Mass Effect. But they released those skins in Battlefield 2042. And I've stumbled across an article of a journalist, a gaming journalist, basically complaining about those skins not fitting in Battlefield 2042 and painting kind of a grim picture for what might await in Battlefield 6. So let's check some of that article out right now. I've long since lost faith in Battlefield 2042 becoming a great Battlefield game, and I commend the developers for trying to turn it around, but its latest addition is rather unfortunate. With Battlefield 2042 version 8.9.0, cosmetic bundles based on the Mass Effect series have been added to the game via EA. Some of the more cynical analysis of 2042 around its launch pegged the specialist characters as a way to heavily monetize the game by selling skins. There was a pervasive worry that the game would end up like many other long-running live service games, where cosmetics items become goofier, compromising the original art design. 2042 remained within its near-future aesthetics fairly well, but adding Mass Effect skins so long after the game's release is a bad look. Battlefield's current reputation isn't great, and Mass Effect's isn't much better, with a lot of worries surrounding its next entry now that BioWare's workforce has been slashed by EA. At worst, it preys on people's nostalgia for the original Mass Effect trilogy, and at best, it still looks kind of silly in Battlefield 2042. I agree with some aspects of this article. It is a little bit odd that now, 4 years nearly after the release of Battlefield 2042, they're now releasing Mass Effect crossover skins in that game. I don't know how many people are still purchasing Battlefield 2042 microtransactions and skins. I truly don't know. But I think EA is probably here testing the waters to see how these crossover skins will go. So if Mass Effect sells, maybe we get Star Wars, maybe we get Skate, maybe we get FIFA, we're gonna play as Ronaldo and Ronaldinho in Battlefield 6. I don't know, guys. But it is for sure to me that they are testing to see how it flies. And so far, other than this article, I haven't heard much complaints. And here's where I disagree with the article. I think Mass Effect skins, the way they looked, they kind of look like Battlefield 2042 specials. Some of them are at least masked, so I don't have to watch McKay's stupid face all day long. I think this is okay, like visually. I'm not saying it's okay to sell them, but visually they look fine. And here's the whole problem with the live service aspects of all games, especially Battlefield. If we don't buy these bundles and these stupid skins and these battle passes and whatnot, but that means they're gonna give up on the game, guys, and we're not gonna get maps, we're not gonna get weapons, and we're not gonna get anything done with the game. Sorry for the bump, I hit my microphone on accident. We're not gonna get anything content related. And if we do buy it, that's gonna encourage them to keep doing that instead of giving us maps and guns and fixes for the game. This is why I so much dislike live service games, because it's always a bad thing for the consumer. It's never good for us, guys. That's not to say that every live service game is a complete disaster. Warframe, for example, a free-to-play PvE type of sci-fi third-person shooter from Digital Extremes, has been doing pretty well with the live service model for the past 11 years. When you purchase something in that game, you get a weapon, you get a playable character, you get new content. They support the game with the microtransaction sales. Could you really say, if you were purchasing microtransactions on Battlefield 2042, that you have been getting new content steadily? I don't think so, guys. So this is why live service is only good if the company has good intentions with it. What are some of your concerns with the live service model of Battlefield 6? Or are you completely fine with it? Let me know down in the comment section. And with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, leave a like and a comment for the algorithm. If you were new here, consider subscribing as well. Thank you so much once again. We'll see if this test is really happening on Friday. I will do a video on Wednesday as well, but hopefully on Friday we have something leak-wise to talk about. Until then, take it easy and have a great day, and put some sunscreen on. It is unbelievably hot in Germany. I'm melting recording this video. See you next time. Take it easy. Bye-bye.